Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jalen. Hello if you're new here. I'm so excited. I'm super hungry. We have pretzels, we have french fries, we have cheese curds, and we have this beautiful turkey club thing or whatever. I've never had this before. I'm really excited about it. And then we have a blizzard. Ah! That was good. Okay. So, I hear my son screaming. I had like a fun video planned where we were going to talk about conspiracy theories and things like that, but that's good. It's really sweet though. Weird things have always happened to me, half of which can be jotted down to like, sorry if you could hear my son screaming. My husband was literally right there and just doesn't do anything to help me. So anyway, half the experiences can be explained away as things that happen, like, you know, random things that have a real explanation for them. But then the other half is unexplainable. My husband has never believed. He still will say he doesn't believe. But some crazy things have been happening. So if you don't know, I love cheese curds more than anything in the whole world. My house now that we live in is over 100 years old. Every single house around us, besides this next door, like directly next door on this side, not that side, that's a newer house. Probably like 30 years old, maybe. What kind is it? This is really good. Now, when there's old houses, usually there's been deaths. Not always violent. You know, just deaths. It happens. It's part of life is dying. Part of life is death. I don't know what I just said. I had to go see my son again. So it makes sense that people would die, whatever. But there is an odd amount of death around here. My neighbor on this side, that I've watched paranormal experiences happen in her home, her husband passed away in that house. The house that I live in, the lady who owned it, her son was renting it out, and she passed away in the home, so it's her home. The house not directly next door, but the next one to it, hanged himself, I never say it correctly, outside in their carport, like 30 years ago or something. On the next street, a boy murdered his teenage girlfriend, and then a few roads down, a elderly couple was murdered about, I want to say a month ago, but it might have been longer now. This is a strawberry cheesecake blizzard. It's not the same kind as last time. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Let's see if it'll... Oh, no! Crap. I'm gonna have ants in my house. Sorry, I had to clean that up right now in case I forget. That's amazing. Wow. I love the little piece of the cheesecake. Oh, look at that. It will never zoom in. Wow. There's a lot of death. And even if a death is like a good death, a lot of times death leaves behind a bad energy. It just does, in my opinion. In this house, has been amazing. Things happen. Like my son has been born, not in the house, but like we brought him home to this house. We've had the best parts of our relationship in this house and the worst. There's just been a very balanced energy in this house up until kind of recently. My husband accidentally broke out the window of our front door. Front door came with the house. It's over 100 years old. It has like 8, maybe 9 glass panes. I'd have to look again. One of them got knocked out. And things got messed up. I've already made a video about that. But I just want to explain how it started. So, kind of messed up the house. And we pissed something off. He was not happy. The next morning, I woke up and thought my husband was laying next to me. Opened my eyes literally back up immediately, blinked, and he was gone. It wasn't my husband. My husband was at work. Same morning. Oh shit, my phone rang. That scared shit out of me. Oh god. The same morning, where'd my drink go? My husband was at his desk, at his job, which is in our house, but at the back of the house. And it was really early, before I was awake. And he said he heard someone, which he thought was me, walk into the kitchen, open the fridge, get something out of the fridge, shut the fridge, walk out the door and shut it behind them. And while I was in the fridge, he was like, babe? Babe? And I wasn't answering because it wasn't me. I was asleep. And he said when I went and answered, I gave him chills. Like he felt physically sick. Like he knew it was odd. Something was wrong. Like he wasn't hearing things. He heard someone open the door and come inside, and yet they were gone. So then I'm thinking maybe things are gonna like chill out. Maybe it was just like a random thing. No. Things have just been weird, and one of the last mukbangs I did, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before, is a Mexican one, so 2 mukbangs ago. You can hear in the audio a growl and a breath. And right when you hear it, afterwards I said, Jalen, did you hear that? Because I literally heard it in real life. But like it didn't sound the same in the audio as it sounded like what I heard. What I heard was very like faint and small, but I also felt very cold and uncomfortable. And then I put that together as something is wrong here. And when I listened to it, something was wrong. Creepy. I just love cheese curds. They're so good. It doesn't make sense. Oh, in the same video, my lighting. So it's on a tripod, but you can like move it up, down, around, like whatever. I kept just falling down. But I checked all the like things that you tighten to keep it there, and they were all perfectly tight. Like there was no reason for it to be falling down. And like it's not falling down today, and I didn't mess with it since then, so it doesn't make sense. Oh, and my camera overheats after about like 20 minutes to 25 minutes, depending on how hot it is in the house. It overheated 2 times within 10 minutes of filming. That's a frozen piece of strawberry. I hate that. But the cheesecake's so good. It's just scary stuff like that. I get bad feelings. I get cold. Things move. And here's where the part where like other things come into play sometimes. You could say that in the bed when I was sleeping, I just saw something because I just woke up. Fair enough, even though I know what I saw and I know it was there. You could say maybe it was early in the morning and I did go get something out of the fridge. But I went back to sleep and I just don't really remember doing that. That could happen. I don't think it would, because it wasn't like 2 o'clock in the morning. That would make sense. The breath, you could say like a draft of air or something came in here, even though I totally heard a growl. My living room door pops open all the time. These doors aren't like the doors you have at your house, unless you live in an old house. They are true wood, like legit wood doors that weigh 100 pounds. Like, I cannot pick up that door if it's off the hinges. And they'll just pop open for no reason. I'll turn the bathroom light off. I'll wake up with it on. We have a dehumidifier because this is a really old house and it holds a lot of moisture. And when it gets all the way full of water, it'll say either P2, yeah, P2, not 92. It'll say P2. I don't know what that means. It just means it's full. And I'll go dump it out. And sometimes it'll say P2 when it's not even a quarter of the way full. Why? Ghosts can mess with things, electronic things, which is why it can malfunction my camera or mess up my lights. I guess moving my light is a physical thing, but still. And oh, this too. My son will point at nothing and talk to nothing. The other day, he was pointing at the doorway and he was like, play, play, like asking someone to play with him. He'll run up and show me something, like his helmet or whatever he has in his hand that he wants to show me. And he'll come up and he'll show me, and then he'll go show someone next to me on the couch. Explain that. I'm convinced that imaginary friends 90% of the time are actually spirits, ghosts, things like that. My aunt, my mom's sister, she had a bunch of imaginary friends with backstories that don't make sense for a little child to say. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I had a friend who had an imaginary friend that was in the military who, I think he had either both or one of his legs amputated after getting hurt. She knew the year that he was like in one of the wars. I can't remember everything now. I was really little, and then my mom told me about this like later on because I didn't remember this happening. Like, she knew things that she should not have known about some stranger in the military at that young age. Does that make sense? Like, there's no way she came up with that character on her own. She was told these things. And her parents didn't tell her, and no one else told her. This thing told her. And she had several imaginary friends with just crazy stories. Like, very vivid, thought out, made sense. There was years and dates that went along with it. And there's no way she could have known that stuff. I just think there's so much more out there. So much we don't know. No matter how you look at it, science or religion, there is evidence of things, but there's not enough to like definitively say it. Which sucks. I wish there was, but I don't need anyone to tell me what I know, what I've seen, what I've experienced. And I think it's hard to believe if you haven't experienced it. Even though I believed before I ever experienced anything, but I was really young when I did, so I believed in everything then. It's so good. Dairy Queen was expensive. I was surprised. I'm just really cheap though. Anyway, it's just weird stuff. It's stuff that doesn't make any sense. Things you could possibly explain, but there's more to it. Maybe one day I could afford to have like a medium or psychic or someone, a ghost hunter, come over here. I'd be really interested in that. Oh, I really want to go to there's an abandoned psychiatric ward here. It was also a hospital for the military for a while. It's called Milledgeville. It's like an hour or so from here. I really want to go. It's supposed to be really haunted. You're not supposed to go in because there is asbestos. So I have to wear a mask and like sneak in because the cops will stop you if they see you. But me and my husband could go, and my son's grandma can watch him. Babe? Will? That was scary. Anyway, I'd be really interested to see if we could catch anything on camera or something. It'd probably be better to go at nighttime, but... And a lot of people ask me if I eat like this all the time. I don't. Wow! No, my husband is the worst babysitter. Come say hey. Hi, buddy. Give me hugs. All right. Hey, you say bye to the camera? You say bye-bye? Say thank you so much for watching. You better like and subscribe. I've been getting so many dislikes. I don't understand why. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I know it was kind of like all over the place and not like a very thorough story. I just want to share some of my experiences. I love hearing these types of stories, so if you want to share... If you want to share your experiences with me, I would love it. I promise you I will read the entire comment. I don't care how long it is. Or if you want to email it to me and not post it publicly, if you want to send it to me privately, totally cool. My email is always in the description, as well as my Instagram. Just thank you guys so much for watching. I have been getting so many emails to my YouTube email that I made of people like wanting to work and stuff with me. I've had to turn like 15 people down because it's sketchy stuff, but maybe I'll expose some people. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I know I didn't eat too much, but I couldn't stop with that ice cream. Now I'm full. So I will see you guys in the next video. Again, thank you for being here. I love you all, and bye. Say bye-bye. Good boy. Mwah. You're so cute.